Hey everyone, Jared Gaspy, your local real estate superhero here again, doing our morning gratitudes. I had a weird night last night, which is its own fun thing that we are going to get into. Not super strange or anything, just had a weird series of events that happened that made my night a little bit more interesting. So we're going to jump into the 5 things that we're grateful for as we start off our day. I try to start my days off by doing my gratitudes, my affirmations, things like that. And I'd like to be able to share that kind of stuff with you guys. Or at the very least, I appreciate the people that find some kind of value in just starting their day off with something grateful and listening to me spew on about the things that I'm grateful for. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. A little bit sleepy, but going into number 1, I put gas. Just gas. Not farting gas, but car gas. This is going to go into what happened yesterday, essentially. We have been postponing getting gas for like 2 days now at least, because I'm lazy and we would go out and we would run errands and we would talk about how we need to get gas and then we don't, and then we come home. But it's okay, right? Because we live, 5 minutes away from a gas station, so it's cool. Well, the gas station didn't have gas, so I don't know how they managed to do that, but they don't. So we drive over there and it's like, okay, well, we don't have gas, so now we have to figure out where to go. And so it's like, okay, we should have enough to get to the gas station next to us, but our car, for whatever reason, doesn't have the greatest read on how much gas is left. So it said, we have 12 miles left before we run out of gas. Fantastic. Well, we didn't. We had, maybe 3 miles. And so we ended up having to stop the car about 1.5 miles away from the next gas station. And so we ended up walking the rest of that, walk the 1.5 miles in order to go get a gas canister. Turns out that gas station was not accepting debit cards or credit cards at the time. I don't have cash on me, mainly because of, the fact that I don't like dealing with change. Apparently now we're dealing with a change shortage or a coin shortage, and so there's just a bunch of reasons for me to not have cash. Don't, and now apparently I really, really needed it. So I'll go into the rest of the story going in later, but moral of this is I'm just really grateful to have gas in the car. It's really simple, but Number 2, I put getting a good reception for my Zoom interview. So I uploaded my first Zoom interview that I did with one of the community leaders, Tammy Perez, and I uploaded that yesterday. And that's gotten a lot of just attention, love, and support, and especially for her. And so I applaud anyone who's watched it, and I genuinely, it's really cool to be able to see. So that's really simple. It's really straightforward. I'm just really happy about that. So that's number 2. Number 3, I put unnecessarily kind strangers. That sounds more creepy than whenever I wrote it down. But going back to the gas situation, we get to this gas station and we can't pay for gas. We can't pay for a gas canister and we don't know what to do. The cashier hears the fact that, we had just walked 1.5 miles, and so he's like, hey, hold on, give me a second. Because we walked up with a gas canister, that we were going to buy with a card, and we couldn't. So he's like, hey, give me just a quick second. And you hear him talking to what I'm assuming is his manager in the back of the store. And so we can't really see them all that well, but we can see someone else that he's talking to in uniform, and we see him talking, and then suddenly he pops out with a very used gas canister. And it just says, hey, look, go ahead and leave one of your guys' IDs behind, and here's a gas canister. Now, the issue, of course, becomes we don't have money to pay for gas because we can't use our cards at the gas pumps. And so he pulls out his own goddamn wallet and starts pulling out, it's only like, he only has like $2 in cash, but I don't have any in cash. So he pulls out all of the cash that he has and says, I'm going to put this on pump 6, and that way you guys can hopefully, get where you need to go. Just bring the gas canister back. I don't have words for how nice that was, because I don't have cash on me. And for anyone to just whop out like their own wallet isn't normal, and so it means a lot. And so he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to care. It's one thing to say, hey, look, here's the building's gas canister, but to say, like, here's the cash I have on me, and I'm going to give it to you, you random stranger person I've never met before. Just try to get back to your car safe. So, moral of the story is, We ended up getting $2 worth of gas, and that got us more than enough to get past that gas station to the next one. So we're 3 gas stations down now. And we get gas, we pull out $20, and we bring the gas canister back, get the ID back. We gave him $20 just to say thank you. He refused to take it, so my wife left it on the counter and then said, I'm just going to leave that there and walk out. So that happened. And so I hope he got to keep it, and it was just, I'm really grateful. So shout out to the employee over at the AM/PM over on Temescal Canyon over here in Corona, or Temescal Valley to be more specific. Really kick-ass guy. He's over by Tom's Farms, in between Tom's Farms and Carl's Jr. Huge shout out to that AM/PM, especially that clerk. Number 4, I am at a point where I can't say what one of these are, and that's okay. I mentioned that might happen sometimes, so I'm going to make up another one. I kind of knew that was going to happen, so I instinctually came up with another one. I got a new cat cup. So this is my new cat coffee cup, and it makes me happy. It's really simple. I really like coffee cups. It's one of the few things that meet me in the middle for what I like versus what makes me happy. I really like practical gifts. A lot of people try to give me sentimental gifts, and this is a good middle ground for that. Number 5, I put being able to cross-promote my platforms. So today, a good example is I'm going to be promoting my YouTube channel by, sharing the link to the Zoom interview on Facebook. I uploaded it to Facebook yesterday, but not everyone, wants to watch that. And not everyone knows that I have a YouTube channel that I also upload that stuff to. It's a lot easier to find these videos on YouTube than it is on Facebook. And so I try to, let people see it through Facebook first because that's where it was uploaded. But I upload it to my YouTube channel as well, and I try to make sure that people have the ability to see it there, because it's a lot easier to find on YouTube than it is on Facebook. So I try to make it easy for everyone, and I try to make it accessible, but it also lets me cross-promote stuff. All of these are over there as well, by the way. I have them set up on a delayed timer. It's about a week behind, so if you were to go there today at noon, you're going to see my gratitudes from a week ago. I think a week ago exactly, and so all of my videos go up there unless they're like really, really short or very hyper specific to Facebook or a live. If they're Facebook Live, then they obviously don't go over there. But that's it. That's my 5 things that I'm grateful for. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you to the random stranger that is a clerk over at the AM/PM. So you honestly made my day go from horrible to less horrible. And actually, my day was pretty awesome. And all things said and done, I actually really enjoyed the weird walking that I had to do with my wife. So, wasn't the worst thing in the world, but definitely makes me grateful for a lot of the stuff that's out there. So if I look tired, it's because we did a lot of walking yesterday, and it was like through dirt and through freaking shrubbery and stuff. Like, it wasn't like it was just on the sidewalk. Like, we were walking over bridges and shit. So, that's why I look sleepy. Thank you to everyone who cares to watch this far. And I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.